So people were asking about our eBay account. Yeah, it's gone. I can't get that back anymore. In this video, I'm going to explain what happened there, and I also want to mention we're now doing Shopify, and we've always been on Amazon for a long time. We've been on Amazon since like 2013. So I would search for us on Amazon if you still want what we sell. Uh, I'm I'm kind of doing Shopify. I mean, it's working out okay, but I kind of prefer Amazon. With Shopify, we don't have to pay as much in fees and stuff, so that's an advantage. I prefer Amazon's fulfillment FBA stuff just because it saves me a lot of time from having to box and ship stuff. At our peak, we were doing about 250 items a month on Amazon and about 300 to 350 items a month on eBay, possibly more than that. So the reason why eBay canceled us, main point of the video, is because it's against eBay's policy for anyone to make a pay or take a payment outside of eBay. And they claim that's because they're trying to protect the community of eBay. However, I kind of feel like it's more of like a business thing. It's not really ethical if somebody messages you on the eBay platform and then you don't pay eBay's commissions that they want because you took the sale outside of eBay. Ian's point of view with this situation was you can't really sell a service on eBay and you can't ship it in the time frame because you don't have their product. So people were messaging us on eBay about doing a service such as an upgrade or a balancing service. Ian decided to accept that, and eBay can read our messages, so they determined that we're taking payments outside of eBay. So they gave us a warning, took away our account for like a day until we acknowledged it. A couple years go by, and up to now, and Ian did the same thing. This time eBay will not appeal their decision. They completely removed our account. I'm banned for life for selling on eBay under, I guess, my business's identity, possibly my own identity. At that time, we're doing about $27,000 a month on eBay, which is not the best we've ever done. The best we did was like $65,000 a month. There's definitely a lot of potential on eBay. There's a lot of stuff that happened in this business that I know I haven't mentioned it or discussed it, but I mean, it's definitely possible to make a significant amount of money on there. I would say for sure it's not because you're on eBay that you can make money. It's because you develop a following on social media and then you send them to eBay. That's what I did, and that's why we did so well on there. We sold about, well, possibly more than this, but last time I checked maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and it said that we sold over like 2.5 million on there. I think we, by this time we probably did over $3 million on eBay, just on eBay sales. eBay takes about 10%. If you buy the eBay store, you can reduce your fees by 20% every month, and the eBay store is only like $15, so it's a great deal for that. And if you're top rated, they'll reduce your fees even more. So we were paying eBay about $30,000 to $50,000 a year, possibly more than that. I would say at most we'd pay them like $65,000 a year. So I mean, eBay took a loss on this too, but at the same time, if it looks the way that eBay claims, is eBay saying that, oh, these are our customers and they'll just buy from another seller on there, then maybe eBay didn't really lose anything on that deal, and maybe we just lost. But the situation is just the way the situation is. It's like, if you don't abide by the policy, you're not a seller on there. In a way, this kind of feels like a gift from eBay for one time in my life in 13 years. I don't have to go to the post office every day. I don't have to ship 20 items every day. I have a little bit of free time. However, it's coming at a cost. We are trying to keep our employees, and at that expense, I think, in my mind, I think we're losing between $6,000 to $10,000 a month now. But we just got to make that decision. We can't afford to keep these people. Or the other decision is I have to figure out how to increase my income to continue to pay these people, which in my opinion probably doesn't make sense anymore because a lot of times they don't have anything to do anymore. Very possible to do services and have them have something to do. The problem is that it's so hard to be profitable with services at our prices, and that's why I haven't jumped into doing that. People are always asking me that work here, like, for help on stuff. I don't really want to do that, like, because it's like, why should I have to work that hard just to make no money? That is just crazy. So anyway, I've made a resume to finally get a job for the first time in my life. I've never really made that much money here. I've always reinvested the money back in the business, and as a result of that, I end up with ridiculous tax rates that I'm paying. Like last year, my income that I actually received was $27,000. They hammered me with a $14,000 tax payment. They had me down for like earning 102,000, and I realized that I don't know if that's even really accurate. And the reason was because we had an embezzlement issue, and the person that was doing the embezzlement would not allow me with my own business to record my own inventory. She wouldn't give me the information, the booklet to record the inventory or access to any of that. We realized that she did not record everything, which means that it's possible it could have worked in my favor, as I could have owe more on taxes than I paid. I could owe less on taxes than I paid. I could have overpaid. I mean, I felt like that I couldn't do anything about that. It's just the way that is. And if you were you didn't have a partner in the business, that's one thing. You could definitely do something about that. But because I had a partner in the business and he sided with that other person, there's nothing I could do about that. I went to see multiple lawyers over that, and they basically said there's nothing you can do about it unless you divide up. Anyway, we're no longer selling on eBay. We're selling on Shopify and Amazon. It's possible to turn the business around. I don't really feel like I really want to do that anymore. I'm just kind of trying to make payroll at this point, and it's not working. We have a ton of stuff that we could liquidate or sell, and I'm sure there's probably people out there that would love to have some of the things that we have. And I also feel like, people be like, that's such an inconvenience to buy all that stuff to resell it. And I can see that too. Some things I have here I have not released to the public. Some things are on the way that I already ordered. I've got ball bearing stuff on the way for Mitsubishi Evo X stuff. Evo X ball bearing stuff. I've got DSM ball bearing stuff on the way. And, I've already paid for all this stuff, so I've got to move it. The other thing is I have a ton of CW stuff, a ton of Cummins stuff, a ton of VE stuff. I think this is just my theory. I mean, I don't have the inventory sheet in front of me or anything, but I think I have about $900,000 worth of inventory right now that is like after sold stuff. I have less money in that because there's a return on investment, but I'm pretty sure I'm in it like at least 400,000 or so. If somebody was like interested in making an offer on the inventory stuff, I think that would be a huge opportunity for somebody to make a ton of money if they really wanted to. And I thought about it, what would I sell that stuff for? And if I was a buyer, like if I was on your side, I would think if somebody offered me 50,000, I would probably not take that. But I think if somebody offered me like 250, maybe 300, I would definitely consider that. I would be taking a pretty big loss on that. But realistically, I mean, I don't know that anybody would really want to do that. There's way too much stuff here, but you know, maybe there's somebody out there that would actually be interested in that. Anyway, I guess we're just going to continue to sell stuff for the time being because I don't know what else to do. Most likely, I think that employees, I can't guarantee that they're going to stay here very long. I feel like they pretty much all know that. I want to give them a 30-day notice, if not possibly a severance to leave on good terms. I guess the other question, is it possible to turn the business around quickly and be able to build up our income again? I think it's definitely possible. I don't really want to work that hard though, and I feel like I could just get a job somewhere else and make more money with less effort. I think the other issue is because I have so much money tied up in inventory, that is already money I paid income tax on, and I don't know how that's going to play out if I sell that at a loss. I think it's just going to hurt in my favor, against my favor, and I think it would be beneficial that I just sell what's here and cash out, because if I could get the money back that I already paid income tax on, I mean, it should be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Also, I want to mention I did have issues with embezzlement here like 3 times. There's one person that is under investigation, and I'm having a meeting with a special agent on that. The guy introduced himself as a state trooper, special agent. I don't know what that means. The police have known about this since June of 2022. It's already been a year since the police have known and had evidence showing where this person has embezzled from us. They said that they would let me know when they get arrest warrants for this person. There was also another case in the paperwork where someone else had not directly embezzled, but this person had paid that person bonuses, and we're able to see that. I don't know exactly where those charges are going to go. This is kind of the situation. I know some people, I've sent a lot of people to eBay. I've tracked them from YouTube. I sent them to eBay to be buyers, and they're very disappointed that they don't have a place to buy, and then they've messaged me, and then I just redirect them. The reason why I liked eBay and Amazon so much, and Shopify, is because they automatically collect the sales tax. If I take a payment through PayPal, then I have to collect the sales tax and submit it and keep up with all that stuff. And there's I had on PayPal, I had over I think 13 or 14,000 transactions on there. And it's so time consuming. I know it doesn't really, why not just hire somebody to do that? I did, and they also embezzled from us. So and then you got to go back and look through all the stuff that they embezzled, which took weeks to do that. It's very difficult to have a business as it is, and then to have somebody that's going to steal from the business, and then you got to spend time with the police department and investigating and stuff. I really just don't want to deal with this anymore, and I just feel like I'm going to be a lot happier if I can just have an employment. And it's just crazy, some of the opportunities that are out there, especially with my skill set. I think that there's a lot of opportunity for me. When I was job searching, I found a job for a janitor for $20 an hour. I was like, I can do that. And I'd be making a lot more money doing that than what I'm trying to do here. If you guys still want to buy stuff, I'll link to our Shopify account below and the Amazon account. I don't know what's going to be up for the channel and all this stuff. I just post whatever, I guess, at this point.